Hello again, everyone. I did not expect this. To be fair, I kind of did expect it. Because, like, Nintendo, for the last 3 weeks, you've had, like, the Pokemon Presents, and you had the Direct, and now you've got the Indie World, which, yeah, triple whammy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Whoa. Anyway, hello again. It's me, again. I haven't gone around to fixing the background quite yet. Baldur's Gate still. Quite a few other things have been happening. Like there was a reshuffle with my course, but everything seems to have turned out for the better, which is pretty nice. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah. Apart from that, very busy week. I found some Fire Emblem fans. So I go out really regularly, and there's a lovely store in central London called Forbidden Planet, and whoa, my hands are doing weird things today. Okay. So yeah, there's a really nice store called Forbidden Planet in central London. If any of you aren't local to London, highly recommend going there. Lovely place. Anyways, I have my I've got a Hubert bag, Eater bag, and I had my Hubert bag on, and I was walking through the store, and I saw they had a Claude plushie. They didn't have Edelgard or Dimitri or Sothis or Byleth, but they had Claude, and I had to pick my boy up. So I was walking around the store with the little Claude plushie under my arm, as you do, and oh behold, someone else has a Claude plushie. And we were sort of like double take, we point at each other, we're like, Claude! And I'm like, hey, if you think Claude is cool, look at the bag. And I sort of go, oh man, you can make so many friends with an Eater bag. It's so cute. It was such a wholesome interaction. It genuinely made my day. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Do recommend visiting Forbidden Planet if you're ever there. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm just a very loyal customer. Don't go to the store next to it. Not gonna mention it because I don't want to get done for anything, but like, oh boy, they charge like 10 times market price for figures, which I've been buying figures for many years now, and you don't want that. You don't want to be paying over the odds, especially there. They kind of follow you around the store as well as if you're gonna steal stuff, and I'm like, oh ye of little faith. Anyways, yeah, we've got like
Peggy 18. everyone, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler. We're back to showcase a batch of new indies coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. Since the launch of Nintendo Switch, indie games have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
The support of these independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new experiences talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
Oi, eu sou o Pedro, artista e designer do Neverway.
Eu sou Isadora, programadora e escritora do jogo. Quando começamos a fazer o Neverway, nós nos inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama. E nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que usar contraste deixa a experiência muito mais fortes. Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Esperamos que isso torne o mundo de Neverway muito mais vivo para vocês. E que vocês gostem do que vamos mostrar hoje.
You ever want to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an original soundtrack from the composer for Fez and Hyper Light Drifter.
Nightmarish?
Don't worry, these circumstances come with a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway, an alternate reality leaking into her own.
That sounds intense. Is she alone?
Not at all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters, each with their own unique routines and story to follow. Befriend, romance, or deceive them to unlock buffs and combat abilities to help you on your journey.
Okay, I might have to give this immortal herald thing a whirl.
Answer the call, persist through this deadly dimension, engage in fast-paced combat, and pay off your debt when Neverway descends onto Nintendo Switch next year.
From the publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling, a new adventure from the creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover more of the fabled beasts known as calicorns, and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles, and environmental puzzles as you climb higher and forge your way to the mystery at the summit.
Wield your staff to guide the calicorns and join their exhilarating stampedes.
Embark on a tale of trust and survival when Herdling climbs onto Nintendo Switch August 21st. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Window seat or aisle?
window. Booth or table?
Booth. Lone wolf or life of the party?
Ooh, now that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game, where you organize groups of people according to their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play seating matchmaker to please picky characters by dropping them into social situations and watching them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace and unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides, banquets, limo rides, and more. Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot for everyone in Is This Seat Taken? Launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Your favorite big city just got even bigger.
That's right. Little Kitty Big City is back with a free update, chock full of brand new opportunities for mischief.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a fresh new look, or even recreate your favorite fur ball.
Once you're looking meowvelous, head out into the city to explore new areas, make new friends, and check in on some familiar faces.
Get your paws dirty as you learn skills from your puppy pal, or strut your stuff for the fanciest feline celebrity in the whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good thing you can also unlock additional camera mode features to capture it all.
Say cheese!
That's not a cat pun.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Little Kitty Big City free picture perfect update launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
We hope you're looking forward to the Nintendo Switch games you just saw.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies bound for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, we're back!
Back and under attack?
What? Ah! Put on a brave face, squad up with your friends, and hop into the diving bell as you try to go viral in the online co-op horror game. Content warning.
Grab your camera, courage, and cursed items for some shenanigans down in the depths of the old world.
Film as many happenings as possible before you run out of breath, batteries, or buddies.
As long as one of you makes it back to the surface, you can upload your footage to SpookTube, grab some popcorn, and watch the views roll in.
You've got 3 days to hit your view quota. More eyeballs equal more moolah. And the more ad revenue you can generate, the better gear you can acquire for your next run. What could possibly go wrong?
Fame and misfortune await in Content Warning, coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch next year.
Hi, I'm Ken-san, and today I'm excited to share Ball Pit. It's an action roguelite that fuses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero. I'm working with an amazing team of artists who have brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style, as well as composer Amos Roddy, whose pulse-pounding soundtrack locks you to the rhythm of the action. We can't wait to share with you all.
Time to have a ball in the brand new survival roguelite, Ball Pit.
In the ruins of old Babylon, you'll battle through auto-scrolling levels with brick-breaking style attacks using a bevy of balls that bounce around the battlefield.
Whew. You better believe it! There are over 60 randomized balls to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies to blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources as you progress to build out New Babylon with over 70 distinct buildings, earning you additional power-ups, bonuses, characters, and more.
Each region of the pit offers its own special set of hazards, on top of swarms of increasingly challenging foes and mighty screen-filling bosses. This pit is packed.
Fortunately, you'll meet other treasure hunters along the way who can add their individual skills and upgradable powers to your arsenal.
Experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of New Babylon. So go out and create total chaos against the approaching hordes in Ball Pit, bouncing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2 this autumn, and Nintendo Switch October 15th.
タジオスオンラインの渋谷です。
音楽担当とのでです。
はいです。
グレイシャーは私のホームである北海道の豊かな生態系や寒冷な気候からインスピレーションを受けて生まれました。
音楽ではその世界に共鳴すべく声も多用して情景を描きました。
自然にインスパイアされたそれでいて JRPG 的なスパイスの効いたアクションゲームです。遠い未来の海に住む会長の一話として彼らの視点で展開する物語を楽しんでください。
65 million years in the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glacier, you play as a Twi, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of mysteries that are waiting to be explored and defended.
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage ferocious marine beasts in real-time combat, unleash melee and ranged attacks, along with special abilities to fell these foes.
Use experience gained from these battles to build up your Twi's wings and various abilities to become the Everwinter's ultimate protector.
Get ready to soar the seas at the end of time in Glacier, launching as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch 2 this winter. Before we go, let's check out a few more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. Until next time, happy gaming!
I guess that's something. Apart from that, yeah, pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Lots of different genres there, but that's the beauty of indie games. Just there's something for everyone, and I like that. People keep pinging me today, and I don't understand. I should probably put my phone on silent, but yeah, yeah, and like especially in the games at the moment, I swear it's like a better idea to make your own game at the moment than it is to work for a big company. Like, I'd love to work on one of those big games, especially if it's from series that I really enjoy, because you get that sort of fulfillment. I know crunch is a big thing, but like, there are so many awesome games that come out all the time that I'm just here like, yes, and I can see the love put behind it. Like, like Baldur's Gate at the moment. There was so much love put into that game. I know there's a lot of content that's like missing from it, that was cut, but like I'm having a blast playing it. You can tell it was made by people who both love D&D and like the world they've created, the characters that are in there, characters from like previous games as well. Yes, and you kind of get that with indie dev a lot more because it's usually like a passion project from like either a small group of people or like an individual, which is just really cute. I like it. Or like it's just someone's interest and you just share your interests with the world and people play it, and yeah, pretty sweet. I don't really have much more to say about it, really. I reckon most things, unless it's like a really big game, most of them probably gonna be your download stuff, but like I said, indie games are more chill with it. If a physical copy does become available later, that's pretty sweet too. A lot of the indie games that I've got, like there was a copy of Celeste that got released in the UK, and let me get it up for you. Celeste UK copy. It was really cute. It came with a little booklet, and let me find it. Let me find a copy on here. Google keep pushing that AI at the moment. I'm not here for that. Oh. Wow. Sorry. My Google is just not behaving today. Here we go. Did I mute myself at some point? Man. Did I do this entire stream completely quiet? Dude, I've proper scuffed this, haven't I? Welcome to my stream, everyone. Basically, I think I just streamed the entire Indie World Showcase in complete silence. If you weren't listening, most of it was basically just if you weren't listening, if it was completely quiet, most of it was just really cool stuff that is obviously people's passion projects, and I'm so here for it. And now I'm basically talking about how Celeste got this really cool collector's edition, because most of these things aren't going to be physical, but in the off chance, because there is one that's sort of with the same artist, not the same team, but it's possible that it could get a collector's edition like this. Oh my god. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to my stream. It's fine. It's fine. To be fair, I didn't check. I should have checked. I am blind, you know. Anyway, yeah, the collector's edition that released in the UK, really sweet. Came with a few things, like it had a little manual in there. Adorable, loved it. I've got it on my shelf, on the Switch specifically. This one, love it. It's such a fun game. 10 out of 10, do recommend if you ever want to play Celeste, or if you want to play a platformer game that will give you a challenge. Because I got stuck on a level for 3 hours. And it was like 12 o'clock at night I started this level, and I think I had lectures in the morning, but like we had to play through the game because I am in game design, and we had to play through the game, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just do one more level. It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. It was that bad. It was that bad. Anyway, so now we've talking about this, and then I saw this from like Limited Run, and now we're talking about Limited Run and how bad they are, especially if you're in the UK. I mean, like I said, there's a few other issues with Limited Run that I am aware of. And yeah, I'm okay with the waiting times, just not the pricing, because like also the fact that it's Limited Run. You're trying to keep physical games alive. You're not really gonna keep them alive if you're only doing a limited release, are you? Oh man. Anyway, yeah, let's find like a collector's edition, shall we? It's probably like numbered ones, surely. Probably, definitely, maybe. Something that coming soon, maybe. Shantae, okay, that's pretty sweet. It's so difficult to find anything, man. Okay, Switch 2? No, Switch 1. Let's say we want this Mortal Kombat here. See, look, it's about $150, which that's pre-tax. I also realized that we have to pay tax, and when I went through, so specifically for the Persona Collector's Edition, the Persona 3 one. Yeah. So it was the C's edition because it looked like it came with some really sweet stuff, including like a 1-to-1 model of the Evoker. And that case as well. The box looks awesome, but yeah, it came with the Evoker. It came with a bunch of cool stuff, basically. The Steelbook too. All of this looks awesome. Yeah. But the problem is, it was like $200. That's before tax. So it was something like, I think it came to something like $250 if you wanted it with tax. And then on top, I think they were charging about $50 shipping to get it to the UK. At that point, it was like $300 for a game I could buy off the eShop for 20 quid. And I'm like, I know it's a collector's edition, so I'm okay paying something a little bit over for a collector's edition. But like even a standard copy, when I go on Amazon, because that's like the best place to get limited run games without having to pay shipping. I know Amazon has a bunch of other things that, you know, you probably shouldn't be doing with, is this gonna dox me? I'm not gonna. Hold up. I'm gonna do something separate. I'm gonna make sure it don't dox me. Anyway, like, let's see. I'm like, cause I'm like cool with the price and everything. Okay, I'm not cool with this price. Obviously, this is ridiculous. It's like. So it's £76 currently on Amazon, which is just kind of and that's for a PS4 version. The PS4 version of Persona 4 Golden's like £100. That's crazy to me. That's actually insane. How about like the Persona 3 for the Switch? Well, apart from Persona 3 Reload, that's a different thing. Okay, it's currently unavailable on Amazon, which is usual. But last time I saw it up, it was about £100. I think it was about 107. I could give you an example. Persona 4 Golden is currently 105. That's my problem with limited run. Like, they're not preserving games because they're making it more difficult to get a physical copy of the game where it's all on the cartridge. And then also they're charging like ridiculous amounts of money because this is probably going to cost you $250 if you live in the UK. If you want to actually, walk away with it, which it's just insane. It's really not worth it. And I know you get all this cool stuff with it, but like, man, please, I miss when collector's editions were like fun little things that were like, they were a few more than like what you would be paying. Because I remember when when Persona 5 originally came out and it had the Take Your Heart edition, which came with like really cool stuff, by the way. It came with like the art book, a replica bag, which, to be fair, it was cheaper than I was expecting, but like it was still cool. I made use of it, and also a little Morgana plushie, and a soundtrack, which was pretty nice. And I think like a standard copy was about 50, but then for the collector's edition, I think it went up to 80, which I was like, I don't mind that because it comes with some cool stuff. It's still below 100, and it's pretty sweet. So color me shocked that when Persona 3 Reload gets a collector's edition, and it was like, I think it was something like £150, which it came with a figure, yes, but the figure wasn't the best, and it said it came with all the DLC, and then later we find out it doesn't come with all the DLC because they had additional DLC that they weren't gonna throw in with us, and I'm like, man, what is happening to physical games in general? Because it just makes me so sad, Like, I like having stuff on the shelf, like, and also physical games. If you've got the cartridge and the entire game is on the cartridge, and you don't need to install anything, you basically have that game for life or until the cartridge stops working. But I reckon someone somewhere will probably figure out something one day to reverse the effects of cartridge failure or disc rot. Who knows? But digital games, basically, I'm okay with buying them, especially PC, because PC has been all digital for a while now. But when it comes to console gaming, unless I specifically buy a digital console, I should be able to buy a disc with everything on it. That's all I'm saying. Also, this is killing me. Collector's Edition, all spelled with okay, which is, yeah, okay. Yeah, man. I don't want to end this on a depressing note. What do I want to end this on? This I can't go on another tangent. There's no tangent to go on, man. Unless I show off how cool the Doki Doki Literature Club collector set, Doki Doki Literature Club. I actually code in the same software the Doki Doki uses, which is Renpai, which I've had open here, because I don't know if I have it downloaded. See, it's Doki Doki. Oh, and Slay the Princess. Okay, that's pretty neat. Anyway, Renpai. If you want to get into making visual novels, Renpai, really good. Really, it's amazing. You can do so much with it. what have I done? I've managed to, so for a while in 2020, I've got like an unreleased, unfinished fan game that I made of Persona 5, and I managed to get the actual text boxes so they wiggled like they do in Persona 5, which I was so happy with. And I got the style down, the menus down, everything. I was so happy with it. And then I just kind of so it's based off of fan fiction, and yeah, the fan fiction's been slow, and so has basically updating that game. So if the fanfic don't get updated, I can't update the game. So yeah. I wish I could finish it because I was very, very impressed with what I was doing. Like, I had a character select screen so you could select what your character looked like. Name select. It also had like secret endings to it already, which was pretty sweet. It had like a bonus menu for like extras that you unlocked. So like if you pick certain dialogue options, you could unlock an extra scene from the main menu and then actually go play that, which was just really fun. There was a gallery in there as well, so you could view any sort of CGs like this. You could view those in the game. I just had so much fun with it, and yeah, I'm gonna make my final project a Renpai visual novel. I'm gonna try to make it as complete as possible, which is saying something. But yeah, Doki Doki. It's a really fun game. I needed a tea break. Okay, it's a really fun game. I'm assuming that everyone has played Doki Doki. If you haven't, there is a free version on Steam that you can get. Recommend downloading as soon as you can. I know it's rated, so only play it if you're the age rating. I don't condone playing the game if you're not the age rating. But yeah, anyway, this game, it came with these little. Okay, let me zoom in. Oh my god, no. Alright. So it came with little standees. I think they were cardboard standees, but it came with little standees of like the main cast, which are just adorable. The soundtrack, it was a digital download, but like it was printed on something that looked like a floppy disk, and it made my little late 90s heart sing when I saw that. I was like, yeah, floppy disk. It came with one of the poems too, which was really sweet. Stickers and exclusive. I think this was exclusive to the Switch version, but it came with like a little membership card that you could put your picture there and you could fill it in and you could pretend that you're actually part of the actual group, which was really cute. And also the fact that it was all on the cartridge with this beautiful box art of Monica, and yeah. 10 out of 10. Do recommend. So if you don't fancy buying this version, which is Doki Doki Plus, fair, you can just get the original version for free off Steam still. If you do fancy upgrading, there is a lot of extra content in there. It's like an ARG thing going on as well, which is pretty sweet. I don't really want to spoil like the surprises of Doki Doki Plus, but like yes, just check it out, basically. If it's up your street, even if it isn't, it may look very cutesy. But you are not prepared for what's coming for you. If you've not heard about what this game is actually about, I don't know what to say. Just yeah, Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Anyway, we're going on tangents about Doki Doki and Renpai. Like I said, if anyone does fancy making something like Doki Doki, Renpai is so easy to learn. The actual software itself, so if we download it, I need to make sure I don't. Yeah. So the software itself actually has a playable tutorial in the form of a game. and you can like click on things and interact with them, and it teaches you how to do things, which is just really nice. And I learned how to do this in like a day, and I made like a really short visual novel which used a bunch of artwork that I did. I just cut out the background, and it just worked. And I'm like, oh, I can make visual novels. You can like change the layout of this thing as well. You can change the fonts, you can change the backgrounds, you can change the portraits. You can basically do whatever you want within the realms of possibility. If you even have the skills for live 2D, these characters, they don't have to be PNGs. They can be a live 2D character. And I swear there are some people at the moment that are actually trying to code stuff so you can put 3D characters in the game, which is really interesting. It would make it so much easier than other engines that have done this, because like I'm okay with Unity, but like, oh my god, is it a pain to get through sometimes, because you make one thing and then another thing breaks, and then you're just sort of left there trying to troubleshoot what happened. I don't know what happened. I changed one thing, suddenly the entire game's broken, and that's just life. And then I just leave a note for myself saying, "Don't touch anything." Yeah. If anyone ever wants me to stream character creation for this, I'll be right here. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. I would genuinely love to stream redoing my VTuber at some point. Because, you know, I feel the textures need a bit of updating. Especially the hair, because, like, some of it doesn't match, as you can see. I'd love this to match one day. I would love this to match, and I'm gonna shock everyone. I'm gonna shock everyone. You know why? Because I've decided I want to switch the pink to the galaxy, and I want to have the galaxy everywhere. Yes. Galaxy brained. Not really. But it is in the background. It is in the background. Let me reach for the stars. Yeah, the hair stays. The hair stays as it is. I just need to update the textures, basically. Possibly this. Let me just, yeah. New outfit. I have an outfit planned, and also the face texture. I think the entire face. What do you think? New model. That would be fun. That would be really fun. Obviously, I can keep the outfit for like future reference. I do like this fit. It's got a. Have I ever showed off my model? Actually, let me do a quick tour of my model. Okay, so. Oh boy. So this is my face. Hello. Hi. If you can't tell, the hair, the darker parts are galaxy. So with the eyes, and I've got stars kinda everywhere. I'm also a space vampire, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, with the little fangs. Yeah. My mic just fell off. Okay. We'll do a little 360 at the hair. So, as you can see, it's shorter at the back, but then it goes into this massive bun. It goes into this massive bun. Kind of messy, but it's just the way I like it, you know? I like a messy bun. Yeah. So, we got the little brooch right here. I know I broke the illusion, didn't I? But yeah. It's all about texturing. And then we got the fit, which is this dress, which I had a lot of fun doing, basically inspired by 2B, you know? Especially with the parts down here. Yes. The corset, pretty fun. And the tailcoat. I love the tailcoat. Tailcoats are so nice. I mean, they are nice. They are nice until you go to, like, a nearby school with a nearby posh school, and you see a lot of people walking around in tailcoats, and then you're like, maybe tailcoats are okay, but for certain people, you know? and then we got the boots. I can't really say much about the boots. They kind of look like fairy boots, which is the intention. High platforms, because I'm a little short person. I'm very short. I'm height impaired. I don't know what to say. But yeah, that's my model tour as it is at the moment. I sometimes I do have wrist accessories. I am planning to do my nails. I'm gonna get a manicure, you know, just to be nice. Other side, basically, pretty much the same. I'd love to do some earrings one day. Just a few. But yeah, that's my model. I hope you enjoy my model. She will be getting updated at some point, hopefully soon. I feel like that's probably the last of the directs now, so who knows, maybe next week. I can work on some of the textures, and then it's basically just going on VRoid, which is what I use. Highly recommend. You do get the basic VTuber kind of things, which is how you can tell that someone's using VRoid, but then you know you can do some pretty stuff with it. Like I changed the texture so it I changed the texture so it matches my art style. Well, at the time. It's kind of changed now. Hi! Jump scare. Wait. Boo. Did I scare you? Oh no. Anyway, yeah, I'm just messing around with things now. I'm gonna call it quits before something happens to my model. Actually, saying that, no, I'm not gonna call it quits because I gotta show you what happened with my original hairstyle. It liked to break all the time. Yeah, you remember this, the long hair? I like the long hair. It's nice. And the little veil too? Yeah. Until you start doing stuff and then occasionally can we do it? Can we do it? No? Oh yeah, by the way, this one had gloves. I had gloves with long nails. But like occasionally, this hair, it would clip through. And there was nothing I could do about it. You know? I could move my head around. I could shake it. But it wouldn't move. But yeah, you can see the galaxy pattern a lot better on this. It's something. And also the little buns at the ends. They're so cute. I love them. There we go. That's what would happen. Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood broken VTuber. Nice to meet you. Yeah, this has devolved so quickly, hasn't it? I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Maybe sorry? There we go. I fixed it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is going so well. It's going so well. And then I've got this little cosplay costume. So for those of you who know, you may know this outfit. Where did this come from? I can ascend! Oh, I can't ascend. No more ascending. I can just go, bye-bye. I'll see you all later. No, I'm back. I'm sorry. But yeah, this outfit is actually from Doctor Who. And it's a very niche Doctor Who episode, as in it was never aired on TV. Do recommend. You can't really watch it online anymore. Or you can, but you gotta go searching for it. And it was cool. Scream with the Shouker. It was animated as well, so go watch it. It's free. Anyway, let's get back to what you are comfortable with, which is normal me with no cosplay, no nothing, just me. Anyways, yes, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, and this devolved very quickly. So yeah, I shall see you all next stream, or if I upload a video. See ya. I'm gonna keep waving until I manage to figure out how to stop the screen.